It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Technicational. My name is Peyton Wilmot, and today we are here to talk about the S20 Plus, and this is the new Galaxy from Samsung, and we're going to take an in-depth look on it and see if it's worth your money or if it's worth moving from the S10 Plus to this. So the first thing we're going to talk about is build quality, design, and what you get for your money. Now, the S20 Plus series is the S20, the S20 Plus, and the S20 Ultra. I can't get my hands on the Ultra. Samsung, do something about it now, please. But I could get my hands on the S20 Plus. Now, I have to say, the whole marketing for the S20 line is the new 120 Hertz display that's on these devices that gives you hyper responsive touch and transitions to everything. Yeah, I'll comment on that when I reach there. But the phone itself has a small hole punch out at the top with a 10 megapixel dual pixel camera at the front, and it also comes with 4 cameras, a quad camera base at the back where you have a 12 megapixel, a 64 megapixel, and a 0.2 megapixel. Am I reading this? Hold on a sec. So, as I was saying, you have a 12 megapixel, a next 12 megapixel, a 64 megapixel, and a 0.3, not 2, 3 megapixel camera on the back. Now, the 0.3 is for time of flight data, and the 64 megapixel is for zoom, and the 12 is the normal camera, and the next 12 for ultra wide as well. Yeah, so quad cameras at the back, which is one more than that was on the S10 Plus. You also have a USB Type-C down at the bottom. You have stereo speakers when you're watching movies. You get sound out of the earpiece and the loud speaker at the bottom. It is fully waterproof and dust proof, so you can drop this into the water no problem. But I have one complaint about the design. I've gotten used to having the power button on one side and the volume rocker on the next side. The S20 Plus put the power button on one side plus put the volume rocker above the power button as well. So what's happening, I keep pressing the power button and looking for the volume button, and yeah, it kind of mixed me up. Samsung, just choose a layout of your phones with power button and volume and just keep it that way. Why not? I don't think you have a reason to keep switching these things. Seriously. So given all the stuff that is packed into the S20 Plus, yeah, the performance is definitely what you would expect. It is snappy, goes in and out of apps quickly. It is a beast with games. There's just one thing I have a little gripe about, is that when you're running this system pretty hard or just remotely hard, the phone gets a little bit heated around these areas. I mean, even if you're just using the camera for a long period of time, here gets a little bit heated. Yeah, you can feel it in your hand because, you know, plastic, no, but glass, yes, distribute the heat to your hand. Yeah, plastic, no, glass, yes, burn. And I have to say, during my performance test, I was playing, what's that, Free Fire? Oh God, why me keep on a play PUBG? Why should I just go and play Free Fire? It's easy to just run and gun down people in that game. That is just nice. I've won it like 5 times just playing on this phone. Oh yeah. Moving on in the review. So we're at the section where we talk about camera quality, and I have to say the S20 Plus it follows the strong camera features from all the Galaxy line and give you a proper camera. Now, I have to be honest, there are certain things that are missing from the S10. This phone doesn't have dual aperture, meaning it doesn't have the ability to switch between a very wide aperture to a very narrow aperture. It just has one lens doing everything. It's a downside, but you won't see the downside unless you are very peculiar on how you take a picture and if you use pro mode a lot. Otherwise though, the zoom on this thing is crazy. Yes, it goes all the way up to 30, but I'm gonna be honest with you, you can't even understand the picture where you take with 30. You don't even know where you take a picture of, right? But at 10x zoom, the pictures look decent enough for use. At 20, it's okay, but anything past 20, not really look all that good. Otherwise from that though, their photos look amazing. It is definitely a brighter camera and a brighter photo than the S10 when it comes to night. The next thing I realize about this phone, which I don't know if it's me, somebody else who have the S20 or somebody else who review the S20, probably reach out to some of them, but in the viewfinder, the pictures look sharper than when you take them. I don't know how to tell you this. It's like you look upon the viewfinder, everything look like it line up, focus, sharp. You take the picture don't look as sharp as what you see in the viewfinder. It's not far off, but it's not the same picture. And I kind of feel a way about that because this is the first time I'm reviewing a Samsung phone and seeing that. Also, the autofocus issue where everybody are talking about. How to explain this? It is there, but it only happens when you're zooming. If you zoom on a object and you're too close to it, after zooming past a certain point, you lost focus. You can't find focus. It's just not there. And you have to zoom out back, or you have to walk away from the object you're taking a picture of. This is annoying because I know Samsung to have good autofocus, so I don't know what the hell that was all about. But I've tried it multiple times and I realized that is when you zoom in, the autofocus has problem. Otherwise, if you're not gonna try peep on some woman or some man, nah, judge your preference. If you're not gonna peep on them from far away and you want clear photos, you can just take normal photos and it come out really good. The front camera is amazing, by the way. It takes great photos, and the back camera are great. Just the zoom problem, and there's no dual aperture. So we're at the part where we talk about battery life, and I am consistently getting a day and a half, sometimes 2 days on the Exynos variant of the S20 Plus. Now, yes, most people might say, oh, how the hell you get that? Well, I am not the type of person to sit down on my phone and play a game every day. This is how I use a phone. If I have a break, I'll play games. If I have break, I will go on Twitter and Facebook. Otherwise, the phone is in my pocket. I take it out when I take pictures. I'm surf the web now and again, but I am not a heavy user. So I'm getting a day and a half, mostly 2 days. But one thing I can say to you is that make sure you have the official S20 charger, because if you use the normal Samsung charger, them with out there, fast chargers, that thing charges this thing very slow, very slow. So avoid that, avoid the pain of that. You've been warned. So what are my final thoughts on the S20 Plus and if you should buy it? Okay, now this is going to be very quick. I always say that I'd end up long, but this definitely quick. If you are just coming into Samsung and you want their highest end flagship and you have the money, go with the S20 Plus. Reason being, it has the best of everything you can get from Samsung right now. You get the perfect AMOLED display with a high refresh rate, you get a decent sized battery, and you also get some really good zoom functions and picture quality for the front and the back camera. Now, if you are the type of person who want a high-end phone, but you don't have the money to spend on a high-end phone, but you need a high-end phone, so you'll shop around for the best price for your S20, S20 Plus, I can say this without a doubt, you can save your money if you buy a S10 Plus. You get 99% of the features them that comes on this phone, and also you get 10% of features you cannot find on the S20, like a headphone jack, which is missing off of this, dual aperture, which is missing off of this, and also you don't have that zoom autofocus problem like you would get on the S20, and it's cheaper. So get a S10 Plus. You're still there in the Samsung, you still get the latest updates, and you still have every software feature that this phone has. Win-win. So that is my recommendation. If you have the money and want to go full out, S20, 20 Plus. If you want high-end Samsung but you can't find the money, S10, S10 Plus. If you're really broke and want most of these features but not have S10 money either, A51. Do you know, Samsung have everything. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. That is my full review of the S20 Plus. And people, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Please leave a thumbs up if you like the video, you like the content. Tell your friends if you like the video and content. I'm trying to grow the channel and I'm pushing ahead to continue pushing out videos on a regular basis because I love you guys and I love doing tech. Thank you guys again. Until next time, peace. You know me keep on, I forget something. When me I forget. Oh, if you want to see this device in person, purchase it and get warranty, you have to check out the Samsung Experience Store in Tropical Plaza. They have this and all the latest Samsung devices, gadgets, peripherals, and accessories you need for your Samsung phone. You have to go check them out. And the description has their number. You can call them or you can visit and go feel up one expensive phone. Alright. But don't forget nothing else, right? Cool.
Snakes in the grass, you gotta watch where you step. Blood on the leaves, you either kill or be killed. When there's food on the table, you either eat or you starve. And when the sharks in the water, you either sink or you swim. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there.